So I am going to do this video as a single take because I'm lazy and I don't feel like editing anything right now. But I did want to share this new helmet that I picked up. This thing is incredible. I'll go over some of the features and some of the things I like about it here in just a second. This is the Shark Race R Pro carbon fiber helmet. And as you can see, it doesn't show an exposed carbon fiber weave. It's been painted with what they call the winter livery, but they did a really good job with it, and it is quite beautiful. The helmet also comes with some extra things. It came with a clear visor and a smoked visor. I ended up ordering the mirrored visor so I could be one of the cool kids. It comes with a really nice helmet bag if you're going to be traveling, toting it around, anything like that, or storing it for a long time. Also comes with your basic helmet bag. It's got a really nice ultra soft liner inside so you don't scratch it at all. It also comes with an extended chin skirt that snaps into the helmet here, and a really big breath guard that can go in here as well. Now, the regular chin skirt and breath guard are actually quite a bit larger than your average helmet anyway, and I'm going to talk about that again here in just a moment. So looking at the outside, you can see it's got this great big cowl in the back. This is for aerodynamics, and I've got to say it actually makes a huge difference. I've been riding in an AGV helmet for a while. It's not a carbon fiber one. It's just a plastic polymer helmet, but it's an AGV and it's supposed to be pretty nice. The AGV had a ton of wind noise. It was kind of heavy. My head got shoved around all the time. My neck would get a little bit tired. If I was on the Fireblade, which has a really committed ergonomic position, the top of the helmet, the brow inside, if we're going uphill through some steep hills and a sharp corner, I actually had trouble seeing through the corner because this was kind of blocking my view with the AGV on that bike. On this bike, I sit up a little bit more upright, and that was not a problem with the AGV. But back to the helmet. So I kind of had my heart set on an Arai, which is the gold standard helmet. The Corsair X is kind of as good as it gets. I tried one on. I wear a medium helmet. It fit fantastic. It felt really good, and I was about to pull the trigger on one, and I talked to a gentleman I know who also rides a Ducati Street Fighter V4 SP2. In fact, I think he's the only other person I know in the States that rides one of these. But he uses one of these helmets, and he was very, very pleased with it, and I thought, I'm going to go ahead and try something different, and I'm so glad I did. Like I said, the aerodynamics of this are phenomenal. I had no idea what I was missing out on. Now, if I'm behind a semi-truck on the highway or something, the dirty air still does kind of push my head around a little bit. But if it's just regular traffic, cars and stuff, or if I'm by myself in the twisties, even at high speed, this thing is incredibly stable. That alone would be a good selling point for me. The overall fit is really good. These do run, I'm told, just a little bit snug. So if you're borderline on the next size, you might want to go ahead and move up. My medium AGV was actually a little bit loose, except for the ears. It was really tight in the ears. I actually had to cut the foam back a little bit in there for my ears. I have the same issue with this. Fits great. The cheek pads are super tight, but I know they'll wear in. Anyhow, you have vents on top. Super easy to open and close, even with my gloves on. Very tactile. Same with the vent here in the front. Very tactile, easy to operate. There's also a vent down here that's quite large. I don't know if you can see in there. That white thing is actually a filter inside the helmet that you can take out. And again, you have to forgive me. I'm going to try and do this in a single take. I'm holding my phone with one hand. Let me go ahead and pop the visor. So this is the release mechanism. There's a little snap right here that kind of helps it hold down. One of the things about this visor that is really wild is the seal is just out of this world. I've never put on a helmet that was quite like this. When you snap this thing shut, it is very positive. It feels airtight. It's like putting on a jet fighter helmet almost. It's so cool when you click this thing shut. It feels really good. Here's that big breath guard I was talking about, and this is not even the large one. It does have an area if you wear glasses for your glasses to fit in here. It's got a really nice liner. Let's go ahead and I'll show you the inside here. The neck roll is also quite tight. Here's the chin skirt. This again helps keep some of the wind out, and this isn't even the large one. If we kind of hold the large one up here, you can see how much more that would cover. But other than the aerodynamics and how tight the visor seals up, just the overall noise reduction in this helmet is out of this world. I usually wear earplugs if I ride very far, more than about 20 or 30 minutes. I'll definitely put earplugs in because of the wind noise with my AGV. This helmet, no wind noise. No wind coming into the helmet. You do get nice cooling from those vents, the channels along the top, and they vent back here underneath this cowl. But just, it is unbelievably quiet. And I didn't get a chance to ride with the Arai Corsair X. I hope that they are as quiet as this. If not, that would be disappointing because it's out of this world how quiet this helmet is without getting that wind in there. But again, excellent ventilation with the channels on top and through the mouthpiece. So I couldn't be happier with this thing. It is really, really nice. Let's see if we can kind of pull this down, and you can hear it. I'll open it up again. I'm going to push it down. Oh, so nice, so nice. So, and then to change the visor, this isn't a full review or a how-to or anything. RevZilla actually has an incredible video on this helmet. They go into it in depth, talk about it a lot, talk about how to adjust these. This is how you take the helmet off. These just pop out. They rotate and pop out, and then they snap back in. I'm having a hard time here, struggle busting it with one hand. The helmet has to be, or the visor has to be kind of at a, not all the way open, but it can't be closed. There we go. And you just open those guys up, and this visor slides right out. The other visors slide in. You lock those back in place. You're good to go. These are adjustable for how much tension you want on the visor for opening and closing. It's got a couple positions that are pretty tactile if you want to have the visor open just a little bit. One thing I thought was interesting, and I'm not sure about it yet. It's summertime. It's really warm. Optically, they call this a optical class 1. I don't know if that is an actual rating anywhere or if it's just some advertising jargon that Shark likes to use. But this visor is really, really nice. There is basically zero distortion, especially in your periphery vision. Just really crisp, really clear. I didn't have any fatigue in my vision today. I rode for about 6 hours, and it was crystal clear the entire time. The mirrored visor, if you guys have ridden with these before, I had not. Worked really good. It's a bright sunny day. However, you get back in the trees, the dappling of light, sunlight through the trees, it did make it a little bit difficult to see road hazards, things like that. But it did okay. It does say right on it, hey, the mirrored visors and the smoke visors are only for daytime use, but I think that's kind of common sense with helmets and visors, with what you want to go with. I think the weight on this was just over 3 pounds. It's not incredibly light, but it is lighter than my plastic polymer AGV. Again, I think it's just over 3 pounds on this. They are DOT and ECE rated. This helmet's 2 years old. I got a really good discount on it. So it's not the ECE 22.06 that is the current safety revision from the European rating system. It's the 22.05, which is what my AGV was as well. I don't know what changes they made, but I know that this helmet meets all of the requirements at the time of manufacture. And it comes, like I said, comes with a nice bag. It's got a shoulder strap and some other stuff, bunch of goodies. It's got stickers and your accessories here. It comes with a little tool for adjusting the tension on the visor. Anyway, I had to do a quick kind of check out my new helmet video because I am so happy with this purchase. I should have done it sooner. I thought, you know, I've got a decent helmet. It's rated well. It fits me decently, but it was time to upgrade to something a little bit more fitting for the two God tier motorcycles that I ride on a regular basis. The Africa Twin, I'll probably get a different helmet for that. I probably will get an Arai. I'd like to pick up an XD4, but I better jump on that because the XD4s are no longer being manufactured, is my understanding. They've come out with the XD5. It's a couple $100 more, and from the reviews I've seen, people actually like the older XD4 even better. So I'll probably pick up an XD4 for when I'm rocking the adventure bike, dual sport, dirt bikes, anything like that. But again, if you guys are interested in getting a new helmet, the Shark did not disappoint. If I would compare it to anything, I'd say it's just as good as the Arai, although I haven't ridden it with one of those. But just the fit, finish, feel, the weight, the design, the safety ratings, the aerodynamics, the way the visor fits, the features with your vents and everything, just top tier. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and my little single take review of this guy here. If y'all have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Thanks again.